To teach you guys how I overcome objections. And I looked up the definition of objection, and it says, an expression or feeling of disapproval or opposition, a reason for disagreeing. The action of challenging or disagreeing with something. And when they asked me to talk about this topic, at first, I tried to get all fancy and get all smart. And I said, no, Stormy, be real with the people. How does one overcome objections? How do you overcome objections? And so the first thing I want to ask each and every one of you today is give me some objections that's getting in the way of you and your next level. All you guys on virtual, type in the comment section right now some objections that's currently getting in your way. No money. No time. Lack of education. You don't feel good enough. Come on, procrastination. Fear, doubt, too old. Come on, y'all type some comments in the comment section. What is the objection that's currently getting in your way? Because the reality is this. You cannot move past your objection until you identify what is the objection. You got to know that you are becoming the story that you keep telling yourself. You cannot be defined by your objections, but what you got to learn to do is, y'all say this out your mouth right now. I defy the odds. Come on, virtual audience, I defy the odds. Say it with like you mean it. I defy the odds. I defy the odds. I set new standards. This whole industry, listen, it defies the odds. It defies the objections that the world set for us. The world says go to school, get good grades, go to college, get married, have the 2.5 kids, the White House, the picket fence. But what if I told you that I dropped out of school in the 9th grade? What if I told you I had my first child at 15? What if I told you that I remember being 13 years old in a strip club trying to find a way to make some money to take care of my family at 13? What if I told you that I used to be depressed and I used to be suicidal? What if I told you there were times that I didn't even have any belief in myself, no confidence? And then all I decided to do was to start telling myself a different story. So I wanted to come up with 10 steps to overcoming objections. And it says do work. Can y'all see that? Do work. Let me tell y'all why that's so important. When I say do work, I'm talking about the inner work. This industry, for me, is nothing but a personal development company. Your check will show you who you are. Your check will show you, are you growing or are you not growing? Your team will show you if you're growing or if you're not growing. As a matter of fact, can we give it up to my team that's actually in the house today? Y'all give it up for my team. Hello, y'all see that? Hello. Hey, hey, hey. All right. If you're on my team right now, when you're in the Zoom room right now, go ahead and drop some fire. But do work. God is about who you gotta become. It's the inner work that you gotta do, and you gotta know that everybody goes through seasons of doubting themselves. Everyone goes through seasons when they're not aware of who they are and their full potential. But you gotta do work. Can I say do work? So how do I overcome objections? When I find myself slipping or getting low, because you can feel when your momentum is slipping. You can feel when your energy level is slipping. You can feel it. Even leaders, I don't care if you make $1 million a month. You go through seasons where you got to remember who you are and find different ways to tap into your potential, not potential, passing over opportunity repeatedly, but you got to go tap into your potential, which means we all have the power to do whatever it is we desire to do. So you got to do work. Can I say do work? And we got to show up. So how I overcome objections, can I tell you the truth? I don't even identify them. Outside objections. I deal with my internal objections. I don't worry about what the people say about me. Because if I was defined by the things that people said about me, I would not be up here on this stage. If I allow all the odds and all the haters and the naysayers and the people that come and go, the people that don't believe, if I allow that to become a part of who I am, I would not be the woman that I am today. So what I do to overcome objections is I work harder. I do more work, and I show up even bigger. I purposely wore this green, sparkling outfit.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you. Hello, because this to me symbolizes growth, and it symbolizes money, and it symbolizes never staying the same. So I could talk, by the way, but I wanted to make sure that I did not miss out on the things that I really do. When they gave me the title, I said, Stormy, give them what you do. Because at the end of the day, you got 35 seven-figure, multiple seven-figure earners that you've coached in this industry. You have the ability to do things that the average person cannot do. You are truly an anomaly. And I accept that as my truth. I'm not in denial about it. I'm not afraid of my power. I'm not afraid of how I show up. I'm more afraid of not showing up because I allow other things to overcome my potential and my power. So first thing that I encourage you to do every single day is tap into your future. Imagination and visualization. Who do you see yourself becoming? No matter how successful you are right now, who do you want to become in the future? You're not a tree. You can move. You have to know that whatever you see with your mind's eyes is what you're becoming. And so every day I look at different women, I look at different people, and I see myself becoming whatever I see myself becoming. I look at Miss Marina. Man, I love how she kept saying badassery. Like, that's a new word for me. Y'all give it up to Miss Badassery with Marina WORRE. Hello. So imagination and visualization. You got to see yourself every single day greater than you currently are. And you got to have like that childlike imagination. It's like when we become adults, we're so adults. But what if you still had that childlike imagination, like I could become Superwoman? Like I see that for myself. Like, it's so funny because my goal is 60 million. And then I'm in the back with Eric and he's like, I see 100. I didn't even say 60 million. He didn't even know this. And he's like, I see you as $100 million. Like, you got to get $100 million. I'm like, I just wanted 60. And he's like 100. But see, that's why it's important to be around people that stretch you, that don't allow you to get comfortable, that see more of you than you even see for yourself. So visualization. Like every day, spend time with seeing yourself on the canvas of your imagination. If you look up that word imagination, you can break it down. Image, I, nation. How I see myself is what I am becoming in the world. And here's what you got to know. The world sees you kind of different than how you even see yourself. So you got to show up even bigger. If they see you kind of opposite of how you see yourself, you got to show up real big because you got to help them to see themselves even bigger as well. So imagination, visualization, I do this every day. I sometimes see myself in Eric, he's a man. I see myself in, different people. It doesn't have to be the same sex. But what do you see for yourself? You could take so many different things from other people and visualize it as being who you are. So every day I see myself on the canvas of my imagination. Mindset, mentorship, and growth. When you change your mind, you change your money. Your mindset is your greatest asset. And sometimes we're so afraid to invest in ourselves. We're so afraid to grow because I don't know if it's the fear of changing so much. I don't know if it's the fear of not being able to handle the next level. I really don't know what the fear is for many of you, but I know that's why it's important that you imagine yourself being someone different and you visualize it at the same time because your mindset now is what has to change for you to get to that next level. So when is the last time you made a big investment in yourself? Like, I get mad when I can't find things to invest in. Like, this break-free class session, this 10-week session that we're going to be able to all participate in, that's incredible. To be able to collapse decades into days, to be able to take 10 weeks and learn 100 different strategies and you decide which one you want to implement immediately, to be able to have all these years of knowledge condensed into 10 weeks, like, that is huge. That is huge, but if you look at it like the money that you got to spend, then that's the wrong mentality. You got to think, okay, if I get to be in the room, in the environment with the experts, can I say experts? Can I say experts? Virtual audience type experts. I get to learn from the people that are actually doing it. They have the results. I know that Marina and Eric WORRE would not put people on a stage or on a platform that does not have the outward results You know what? I want the results. I see myself as becoming a multimillionaire. I see myself as the one that's going to break generational curses off my family. I see myself as the first multimillionaire. Here's the deal. The way you know if you really see yourself that way is when you make the investments in yourself. Because if you really see yourself that way, you know that the money's going to come right back. Y'all ever heard of spend a check and get it right back? Exactly. That's what happens when you change your mindset. So mentorship is everything. There's a difference between a coach and a mentor. But I would tell you the right mentor will truly allow you to do things that you never, ever saw yourself doing. And one of the things I love about mentorship is that you borrow your mentor's belief. See, a real mentor doesn't have time to play with you because a real mentor wants you to get the results. For me personally, I don't want to work with someone that I know is not possible or capable, of getting the results. Because it's embarrassing to me to connect myself to you and then you become a failure. Let me repeat that. It's embarrassing for me and for a mentor, someone that's winning, to connect themselves to someone that's not winning, and then now you've co-branded and co-marketing and you're losing. That means I'm not a good mentor. So when you find someone that's a mentor to you, your goal and your job is to be their biggest story. You want to make your mentor proud. Like, interestingly enough, there are people that used to mentor me that I don't even talk to anymore. But I know that they tell my story. So that's marketing. That's them wishing me well. And then guess what happens in the interim? You grow through the process of the right mentorship. And that's one thing I want everybody to pay attention to. Is this right? I want everybody to pay attention to this because when you have the right mentor, you're growing. But here's the question. Are you the right student? A lot of times you think that you're better than your mentor. A lot of times you don't even realize your mentor is mentoring you because you think it looks like, sit down, it's time for class, bring your notebook and bring your notepad. No. Mentorship could be, dealing with someone that may not even talk to you every day. It could be, I may talk to you once a month, once a year. I may never even talk to you, but I'm watching you and I'm emulating your moves. I'm emulating your steps. And so mentorship and everything that you do with mentorship and your mindset should contribute to your growth. And if you're not growing, you need to check yourself and ask yourself, is it my fault why I'm not growing? What is causing me to not get to the next level? Am I aligned with my mentor? Am I really listening to my mentor? Or am I just like being a friend with my mentor? Think about that. Now, number 3, promotions. You have to master the art of promotions. Whatever business you're in, listen, what you lack in skills, you make up in numbers. Promote. Become a major promoter. And don't become a salesman. Become a promoter by using the product, using the service, finding the value that the service adds to people. Because everybody who's in a network marketing company, it's the service or the product that you like. You should like it. And if you like it, are you telling people about it? Are you using every opportunity that you can to promote it? And I'm not just talking about promoting on social media. Like everywhere you go, you should be advocating for your product or your service. You should be y'all write this down. Master the art of promotions. The same way they will promote a basketball game, a football game. You master the art of promotions. And remember, what you lack in skills, you make up in numbers. See, everybody always want to know what to do. Promote. Number 4, this is a big one. You ever see somebody that was once a big deal and you're like, what happened to them? Y'all all have seen it. Like, they used to have a fire about them. They used to have this zeal about them. They used to have this energy about them. And it's like, it's just not the same. Well, let me tell y'all something. In our industry, we have to stay relevant. You have to. Whether you lose some weight and transform and like you get some muscles or you dress different or you go get your teeth done, you go get your hair done different, you start getting personal growth and development. Like, you got to reinvent yourself. You ever keep seeing this person and it's like, stay fly. Stay catching their attention. You are your billboard. People should look at you and always be inspired. Listen, write this down. If you're a man, every man should be inspired to be like you. And if you're a man, every woman should be like, what would it be like to be with him? Hello, y'all better write that down. Stay relevant. Every 12 to 18 months, you got to reinvent yourself. People get bored with you. People get bored with you. Then you got to do something to shock the world. So continue reinventing yourself every 12 to 18 months. Continue to be relevant. Nothing hurts worse for me than to see someone that was a big deal, and I'm like, what happened? She fell off. He fell off. And that can happen. Now, impact and income. Here's my philosophy. Focus on the impact and the income will come. You should not just be chasing the dollar. People could smell that you're chasing a dollar. They can smell when you're just trying to sell them something. I don't want to buy from someone that's just trying to sell me something. As a matter of fact, if you want to get your business to grow even more, promote the feeling that your product or your service will provide. What is the feeling that your product will provide? What is the feeling that your service will provide? Stop trying to sell somebody all the time and think about it like this. I'm going to buy it if I think it's going to help me. If I believe it's going to help me to live a better life, and you're telling me about it, you want people to start feeling like, man, thank you for putting me up on that. That should be the energy that your promotions give. Like, wow, I didn't know that could do that for me. Man, I've been dealing with this, and now you're telling me this product can help me with this. It's more like a thank you. So your whole objective when you're promotions, when you're marketing, when you're out there doing your thing should be, what is the feeling that my product or my service can provide? What is the solution that my product or service is providing? And you don't have to just think income. No, I'm always thinking impact. And I truly believe, y'all may want to write this down, virtual audience, y'all may want to write this down. I truly believe that everything that I promote will make your life better. So when I'm telling you about it, I'm like, please do this. You need this. It's going to give you peace. It's going to make you look good. It's going to make you feel good. Impact and income. Now, number 6, the law of attraction. You are really attracting who and what you are for real. Not what you pretend to be, not what you post on social media to be. But if you are attracting a lot of certain type of people in your business, it's because you need to probably look at yourself. And this is something that I had to realize. Like, why am I attracting these type of people? And when I really took account of who I am or who I was when I attracted them, I'm like, Stormy, you used to be just like her. You used to act just like that. And that's why a lot of those people fell off, because I'm not that anymore. So you attract a certain person and certain type of people and energies when you are that. And then when they leave you, be grateful, because that means you probably outgrew that energy anyway. So the law of attraction is always showing up in your life. Your income is based upon the law of attraction, the energy that you look at and the energy that you give off. Some of you guys are afraid of your money. You're pushing your money away. Listen, negative energy scares the money away. But just know, whoever you really are is what you are attracting. Like, I'm finding myself in these big old rooms. I'm finding my friends are changing. Like, the people that call me, they don't need me. They got their own money. They got planes and, multi-million dollar portfolios, net worth 50 million, 60 million, 100 million. And I'm like, sometimes I'm pinching myself for real. Like, wow. But it's like, Stormy, look at you. You're no longer driven by the money. You're no longer the person you used to be. What do you think has happened, girl? You are attracting these kind of relationships. You deserve it. Y'all write this down. Deserve means a reward or punishment. You could deserve to be punished right now. Karma. What are you showing up as to the people? Who are you really? So just know deserve means a reward or punishment. And all it really should mean to you is that it's time to recalibrate. If I'm not attracting what I want, guess what you got to do? Number 7. Always. I do this every day. ADD. See, when I was a young girl, they told me I had attention deficit disorder. And I used to really be bothered by it because it made me afraid of myself. It made me afraid to talk to people. It made me afraid because it's the truth. Like, I get bored quick. But I've learned to channel my boredom into something else. So ADD means this. Assess yourself every day. Some of y'all heard my story when I talk about the seed, the soil, and the saboteur. And I got 8 minutes and 45 seconds, and I got to talk about this for a minute. In every given moment, ADD, assess, decide, divide. But you got to ask yourself, am I being a seed in this moment? Like right now, I don't care how much money you think you have or how much money you don't have. Virtual artists, I don't care how much money you think you have or how much money you don't have. You're a seed right now. Why are you a seed? Because you should be growing. I know that I make a lot of money. It hit me the other day that I could literally retire right now and at least pull $50,000 to $100,000 a month, and I don't have to do anything else. And I'm like, wow, Stormy, you're 42 years old. Thank you. You dropped out of school in the 9th grade. There's sometimes I'm like, man, I don't have to do this. I don't have to deal with this. But then it's like, no, Stormy, you are someone's soil, which means every time somebody gets in your environment, they're supposed to grow. So I am a lot of people's soil. But I also know when it's time for me to be the seed. When I was in the back, just talking to Eric, and yesterday when I was in the back talking to Eric, I was the seed. That means shut up, seed, grow in this soil. But then here's what happens to a lot of people. Here's what happens to a lot of people, and I want to come down here and talk to y'all for a minute, and I'm almost done. A lot of us have become the saboteurs. What does that mean? A saboteur is someone that self-sabotages. When you stop growing, when you stop thinking that you can grow, when you stop putting yourself in the right environments because you're too cheap, or you're so scared to invest your money, or you're so afraid to go into different rooms, or you're so afraid to listen, you're a saboteur. So in every given moment, you got to ask yourself, am I the seed in this situation? Should I shut up and grow? Stop thinking, oh, I know what he's going to say. Oh, I know what she's going to say. Oh, I know. I memorized that. She said that before. I already know. Are you supposed to be a seed right now? Which means you should be growing. Are you supposed to be the store right now? Which means these people are around you for you to help them to grow. Are they growing around you? When they leave from around you, who are they? Or are you being a saboteur, talking crazy to yourself? Not saying you don't deserve it, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not cute enough, you're not fine enough, you're not like her, I can't talk like her, I can't. So now you're sabotaging yourself. And that is what a lot of people do. I don't care how much money you have or have gotten. I've seen people sabotage themselves over and over again. That is why you got to remember, stop taking yourself so serious. Yes. Stop being so serious all the time. Like, this is what I had to tell myself, Stormy, girl, yeah, you can retire and make $50,000 to $100,000 a month. Yeah, people have hurt you and betrayed you and used you and played you and all that. But girl, have fun. You work so hard to become this person. Like, freedom is what you fought for. Guys, write this down. Create a mission statement for your life. See, my mission, I've been speaking it to myself for 8 years. I'm like, why are you like this? Why won't you stop? Why don't you rest? Like when I'm home, y'all, I don't rest. I'm always, but now I'm starting to incorporate a little fun. See, when you have fun, you get more work done. Yeah. And if you're in the right company, you can have fun and still make money and still be impactful and still be a leader and still be great and all of that. But the reason why I realize it's like, guys, whatever you speak is what you are becoming and what you are attracting. And so for the last 8 years, I've been saying that the mission of my life is to be one of the most impactful women that ever lived while living a quality of life and doing whatever I want for myself and for others. And literally, I'm walking in that manifestation of what I've been speaking for the last 8 years. That is the mission of my life, to be one of the most impactful black women of this day and age. I want a person to come around me and they grow. I don't care if they hate me in the growth process. Long as you grow after you come from around me, I've done my job. Because I know that I'm a soil for a lot of people. And the enemy would love to stop me. The enemy would love for me to say, girl, you got enough money to retire. You can literally live off $50,000 to $100,000 a month for 20 years and be good. But that's not good enough for me. I got impact. I got a mission. I got a vision. And I can't be impactful without being impacted, so things are gonna hurt, Stormy. But every time you get impacted, guess what happens? You become more impactful. Come on, audience. Whenever you get impacted, you should become more impactful. Because you're supposed to know your power and who you are. Come on, Nadine. Come on, Joanne. Come on, Isis. Look yourself in that camera and say, hey, the mission of my life is whatever you want it to be. Social media. Social media is one of the greatest free tools that can help you to transform lives all over the world. How do you show up on social media every day? Man, I can't wait for the break free training class. Like, I had to rush through this, but I got started. Listen, I can stay on social media for 9 hours. I have 1.3 million followers on Instagram organically. I got hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok organically. Like, I don't pay for, like, different things, but it's because my social media is a destination. People come to my social media and they know they're gonna get 4 things all the time. Number 1, they're gonna get a humble woman. Humility, I call it HEAM. Humility, educate, entertain, motivate. That's what I do on my page every single day. And when we get into the break free training, I'm gonna go more deeper into how I do what I do, guys. I make millions of dollars on Instagram. And now I'm tapping into Facebook. And man, I make like $8 grand a month on YouTube now. And I'm just getting started, all right? I'm monetizing my YouTube. I'm doing more on TikTok. So social media is an incredible platform for you to leverage, but a lot of y'all not doing it the right way. You don't take it serious, but it's a big, big opportunity for you to connect greatly in the whole world, guys. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram should be your wheelhouse. YouTube, all of those different platforms. But we'll talk more about that when we get into the training. And number 10, collaboration is the new currency. Like, whether you want to realize it or not, we are in collaboration with most powerful women in network marketing, all of us. The more we tell people we attend to this type of events, the more people respect us. You promoting that you're at the most powerful woman in network marketing is like, wait, they don't know if you're not the most powerful woman in network marketing yet. Hello, they don't know if you're not the most powerful woman in network marketing yet. Come on, drop some fire because you know that you are becoming. Come on, drop some fire.
Touch me, it's so powerful. I can feel it when you hold me, when you touch.
Let me tell y'all something. Stay close to the fire. Separate yourself from people that don't have no passion. Separate yourself from people that steal people, still hating, still broke, still worried, still frustrated. Stay away from people that ain't moving. I told y'all yesterday that progress is the key to happiness and the glue that makes happiness stick. You should be moving what? Forward. You know what the definition of forward means? Onward towards success. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm almost done. I got 49 seconds. When failure is not an option for you anymore, success becomes inevitable. Hello? Failure has to no longer be a negotiable for you. You have to think about this, and I literally wanted to come out off the song Money, Power, Respect, for real, but I couldn't find it. Because in the reality is this, we all want money, we want power, and we want respect. How many of y'all want that? Drop some fire if you want that. Raise your hand. It's the truth. But can I tell y'all something? It's all about the person that you have to become. Collaborate correctly. Collaboration is a new currency. Stay away from people that don't have the fire, that don't have the passion, that don't have the knowledge, that don't say to themselves, failure is not an option. I want y'all to stand up real quick. I want everybody to stand up right now. We are about to do something amazing in this industry, and I'm almost done. Please don't cut me off. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, and I brought a tissue because I knew I was gonna get emotional. This industry has changed my life. It has changed a lot of people's lives. And though I have developed a portfolio where I make 7 figures outside of network marketing, somebody walked up to me the other day in the airport, and Melo could tell y'all this is true, and I got pissed. She said, you're gonna leave network marketing. I got goosebumps. She said, you're gonna retire from network marketing and you're gonna go on to do other great things. And you should have saw me walking through the airport, defending myself. I said, you're crazy, I'm never leaving network marketing. You know why? Because this is the only industry that can let you get started. It doesn't matter if you come from Yale or jail. It doesn't matter if you have a PhD or a GED. You can start your network marketing career with $100, $200, $300. Where can you do that at?